Hello, this is Diane. I am my new beginning. Today I'm gonna do a very quick review on the tarot deck, the Maori Tattoo Tarot, that is made by Roxana Paul. Doesn't focus really. Okay. Here you find its regular box. Inside this box you find the tarot deck that is right here and the little white booklet, guidebook that is all in English here. When I buy a deck, I always, before I buy it, I always ask myself, because before going too much in a collection, you know, as there's so many beautiful, it's true, very beautiful deck outside, beautiful artwork. Also buy a lot of deck for the artwork, because I plan to put one day all these tarot cards on the wall, you know, like a painting. As for the moment I cannot offer myself beautiful painting, and around the world the tarot deck I think is a beautiful also artwork, beautiful painting, beautiful creativity. This is usually the first thing I am attracted on, but after also when you have a deck, not to go into such a big collection, yeah, you have to think, why I'm interested in this deck, what I like on it, what is this deck gonna bring me, or not, or what will I bring it to the deck, and all this process. Because it is true, I bought a lot of deck that I sold after that were really beautiful, but or they were similar to other deck that I had, or I just could not get connect to it. And I have many decks like this that I just could not connect. But it's true that also to have many different decks, it opens also creativity. It opens also your mind. It always, I believe, it always brings something, even if you do not connect. So before I bought the Maori Tattoo, it was a moment that I was looking at this deck. I was, you know, wondering first if I really need this deck. I mean, need in the sense of need as a tool for working and also for learning. And I did a little bit of research, and finally, as this tarot deck was on my wish list, I decided to buy it. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I like a lot this deck. It's a deck that brings you things. First, by the painting, the artwork is really gorgeous, and also by all what it brings from the Maori population, their culture, how they are, how they lived, what's all around them. And I found this back in the drawing, and I already used this tarot deck in less than 10, but around 10 consultations. It's perfect for person who have or big energy, or have comes from a culture that is a strong culture, that is also sometimes a culture that doesn't find itself with the white population. We have to say it. you know, like, it's very simple. The Onyx Tarot deck, she couldn't find herself when she, before she made it, she couldn't find herself in the deck she was finding on the worldwide. And yes, this is an important thing. This is something that I believe we take more in consideration today that we used to. It's an important thing, as we have also deck. I do not use this, but I know that many persons use deck for summer, other are better for winter, and one are great for Halloween time, and all this. I do not do that for the moment until today. Don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, might change, but until today I am not in this kind of process for the moment. The Maori Tarot Tattoo is created by Roxana Paul. She comes from New Zealand, and I think she lives today in Australia. And she also did the Venetian tarot. In her little, in this little guidebook, you put maybe this a little bit apart. You find, I think there's 51 or 50, yes, 51 pages. Yes. So you find at the beginning an introduction, then we go to the major arcana, but also with each time, this is what we're going to see later on, the keywords are also based on the Maori culture. We go then to the minor's arcana. At the end we have one spread example, that is the Hanged Man spread, and it is based on the fourth element, the earth, so the earth, the air, the fire, and the water, and we have the soul in the middle. At the end we have one blank page where you can write personal keywords. At the back of it you have all the information about Roxana Paul. I have her website. This is so the Rising Sun Publishing House is in Australia. You have the phone number and the email address. The deck is, so I did the edge, I colored the edge in purple and some in orange because I could not make my choice. I think in fact what I did is at the beginning I start to do it in orange, and then I did in purple to remind a little bit the back of the card. So here you can see the back of the card with this beautiful and marvelous design, like a tattoo. You can, it's reversible, and you have on the color, it's like vintage color on the side of the card of the arcana. The Maori tattoo, I mean the culture is it's a population of warriors, and also they are a lot based on the tattoo. The tattoo on the face, the tattoo on the body, it's really part of their culture. They tattoo the body a lot, and especially a lot of the men. I didn't so much the woman, but I saw many pictures of Maori, and the face, the whole face of the Maori is full of tattoo, and of course the symbolism of the tattoo, if it is a twist, if it is a circle, means different, have different meanings. You have, with this tarot deck, you have a license card that allows you to reproduce, if you want, the tattoo and the painting and the tattoo. Painting on the card you can reproduce as a tattoo on your skin if you wish. So you have here a license to reproduce the Maori Tattoo Tarot art pattern. The cards are traditional, they're not too thick, they are smooth. They are, I don't know how you say, satiny. It's not glossy, it's not matte. It have a revêtement, something on it is satinates a little bit, you see. Takes the light, shining. Okay, I'm gonna read the introduction because I think everything is said here. The Maori is a nation of Pacific warriors, develop highly ritualized art, including a face and body tattooing system full of sacred symbolism and unique art pattern. They had and have a strong faith in sign and omens, and divination was an essential part of Maori religion. The Maori could extract hidden meanings from dreams and manifestation of nature to foretell the future. Nowadays, the Maori tattoo style is very popular worldwide. We're gonna start with the Major Arcana that are right here. And maybe what I'm going to if you can see well the art, I want to, because really the artwork is really gorgeous. Here we have the Fool. We see that the Fool, he is not facing us, and he see, if whether you can see, yes, better, that he got a tattoo on his body. He's sitting on the moon and facing the sun. The Fool sits on the moon in a meditation pose and looks at the sun. The half of his body is tattooed, symbolizing half and half knowledge. The tattoo depicts a map of the Maori styles for the Fool's journey in the material world. He is about to start a mission or a quest for a new life path. The Magician. Look at the Magician. When we look at the face, and we can see here the arms as above as below, and he's holding the moon in one and the sun on the other one. It is the Tiki Magician, the first man on the earth, and this is according to the tattoo design. So this is according the first man on the earth to the Maori, according to the Maori religion, juggles the sun and the moon, demonstrating his power. His supernatural properties produce magical results. Now we go here to the High Priestess, and this is interesting because she looks much more like a warrior than as we are used on the Rider-Waite-Smith, on the traditional tarot deck. Of course, this deck is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith. The High Priestess, the young Maori woman, sits in a warrior pose with a spear in her hand. Her gaze is directed to the east toward the rising sun. It's really gorgeous. What I notice also is that everything is very geometric. You have an equilibrium between in each card, each design. So now we come to the Ariki Taperu. I should leave it here. The Ariki, yes, Taperu. The Empress. Ariki Taperu, a firstborn female in a family of rank, a woman invested with sacred attribute. According to the Maori tradition, her image expressed fertility and maternity. And after we have the, we call the Emperor, but it's the Ariki, a firstborn male in a high-rank family, a high chief in a tribe. He's a leader in charge of the integrity and the prosperity of the Maori people. Here we have them side by side. Then we go to the Hierophant, that it is here called the Tahunga. Is a priest, healer, spiritual teacher. He provides the Maori people with guidance and has a strong magical abilities to bewitch ordinary man. Then we come to the Lovers, and what it is a particular to the Maori culture is that they pressing their nose and foreheads together. It is a life-altering choice to find a new life balance together. So it's called the hongi. And you press nose against nose. Then we have the Chariot. He is on a shark and finding his equilibrium, his balance, self-discipline. Then we have here the 8 is the Justice, and we see here that the Justice, right here you have the sun and the moon, and she balanced the moon and the sunlight with her sword. The process is a symbolic scale of partition. The Hermit. The Hermit is not a human being represented as we are usually used. It is a crab that holds the moon and the sun in the claws. The image symbolizes the hermit looking for wisdom and morality and communication with Mother Nature. And we see this, the opposite. You see the color? Yellow, red, we have opposite color. And look at this thing, it's really beautiful. I really love the artwork. Now we go to the wheel. Its mermaid holds a giant Maori style fishing hook right here. Symbolism, luck, as well as a device to calm events in motion. Then we go to the Strength on the 11, and we see that this Maori woman, she sits on the back of a big shark. Symbolism, strength and concentration of the spirit to maintain the equilibrium of the material world. It is always bring it back to, not to a personal, but to the world, to the nature, to the universe. The Hanged Man, and we see him, he's jumping. Is depicted in a bungee jumping flight, and New Zealand is the world's most iconic bungee destination. He stops resisting the circumstance and lets things go. A culmination point of his jump is just to stop before touching the ground. Well, I hope for him, because my goodness. So here we go to the Death. And here we have a Maori Spears ride a seahorse, as that in fact is the long overdue change, renewing life like a seed which dies in the ground, creating a new plant. We go to the Temperance. We go back to a mermaid holds a gourd in each hand and pours water from one into another. It symbolizes the perpetual alternation of life, choosing temperate and moderate path and avoiding the extreme. And we come to the Devil, and the Devil also here, this is part of, it's a twist of the Maori Tattoo right here. You can see that the devil is right here better. It is called the Taniwa. In the Maori tradition is similar to serpent and dragons and has two snake-looking women chained to him. The tower, so we have stone here touching the sky, the top of the tower destroyed by the lightning of two fish are falling down into the sea, symbolizing the dramatic change in the stream of life. The star, a mermaid, pour water from two goats into the sea. And now we have the moon, and which is also interesting, is the sun. Just look at them side by side. Here we have the moon, then we have the sun. And because you see the symbolism is the face is almost the same. The eyes all up, except we have difference. You have a tongue outside. We have here two fish. Here we have two horses here. So it's the solar eclipse is depicted where two seahorses and a lobster realize it is a full moon. A misperception of reality occurs here. In the sun, we have two fish jump from the water toward the sun, being energized and full enthusiasm as if they participate in a competition. The judgment is two snakes. No, is the two snake-looking woman. Oh, this is the snake-looking woman. Lift the sun up, and the man's figures rise up his hand. Manifestation, the hiding human potential. And here we have the world, a naked Maori woman holding a spear in each hand. Here you can see it better. The four figures in the corner of the card are the beasts of Maori lore. A turtle, a whale, Taniwa, and Tiki. It is a picture of wholeness and harmony. Okay, so now we're gonna have a look. I'm gonna do for the Major Arcana. I'm gonna put them 4 by 4. All right, so here we start with the Minor Arcana. We have the wands, the disc, the gourd, and the sword. The gourd, of course, is the pentacle. Disc, wands, and sword. Okay, enjoy. have the apprentice, that is the page, and we see in the different minors arcana suite that they do not have much tattoo on the face. They come to have much more tattoo, I believe, of course, when they prove their warrior, all their ability. And we can see that we start having tattoo in their body, in the face. It's coming. They really are beautiful. Look at this, is an eagle. Here we have a seahorse. Here we have a snake, and here we have only the water because it is the ones, and we have the fire and the water together. It's really beautiful. Always, you see, always around, and most in the middle of the card coming to us. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a nice day. Be careful, take care, and see you soon.